Welcome back, Feel Good Breakfast Show family. Always so good to be with you, my lovely. And this is why I am so glad we're about to get into what we are about to watch. Because this, my friend, lets you know that the ABSA Cape Epic is more than just a race. No, my friend, it is a showcase of extraordinary grit, passion, and resilience. And this morning, we get to see the beautiful Carissa go and have a look-see into it. But she also got to sit down with two remarkable women, Rachel Kolisi as well as Tina Fenta, who are people who have such inspiring stories. And as the Feel Good Breakfast Show family, we got a front seat as to what went down. Watch this.
Hello, Expresso family. Yes, I am dressed to the nines tonight because we're delving into the world of cycling. And not just any old cycling. No, it is the launch of the route for the ABSA Cape Epic. So let me fill you in case you don't know. The ABSA Cape Epic is the premium world mountain bike stage, and it is held right here in Africa. Now, the 21st edition of this event does take place between the 16th to the 23rd of March, 2025. But let's start a little bit early with the festivities, shall we? There's only one thing left to say. Let's get this party started.
We've done 161 stages, 33 race villages, 20 untamed editions, and most importantly, collectively, one epic story. For the legacy of this incredible story that is the ABSA Cape Epic.
Your story matters. How does that link in with today's epic event?
So we celebrate this evening the 2025 ABSA Cape Epic route launch, which is always an epic kind of event because it kind of is the test of time, tests stories, that test grit, that test tenacity, that just puts people on bikes for 8 days and just testing everything that's about the human spirit.
Let's get into She Untamed, a wonderful initiative that ABSA has really been with for the growth from the beginning to the end for the past 2 decades.
I'm very fond about this community of queens, like I call them. It's a sisterhood. We initiated this initiative in 2019 where we were aimed at getting more black women on bikes and mountain bikes to be specific. In 2024, which is this year at the ABSA Cape Epic, we had 20 for 20, where we had 20 teams of women, which is 40, complete the ABSA Cape Epic, and with a 78% success rate. So it's just one of those untold stories about whether you are a mother, a daughter, a single parent, a granny, a businesswoman, or even a professional woman that actually just takes onto a bike and just live your story through telling these things and just inspiring the next generation of cyclists.
I have done 4 epics to date, and it's been quite an incredible journey. It is a tough event, and not a lot of women of color typically take part in this event. It's been amazing how ABSA has managed to incorporate their She Untamed program to get more women into the sport, but we are still lacking the women of color. And that's why I continue to come back to the sport, to continue to show our women that we can do it.
You have been doing such incredible things with the Kolisi Foundation. Can you tell me a little bit more about it and what the plans are going forward?
Yeah, so the Kolisi Foundation is going to be 5 years old in April. We have really chosen to take experiences from both mine and Sia's lived experiences growing up in South Africa. So we address 3 pillars of work: education and sport, food security, and gender-based violence. Just the work that is happening that is so phenomenal. We are incredibly privileged for everybody that's partnered with us so far, and very excited about this partnership with the ABSA Cape Epic.
I've heard oohs and ahs from the crowd as the route was finally announced and the anticipation has built up to this point. Tell me a little bit more about the 2025 event and what we can expect.
It's been like winelands and stations and venues and villages that we've frequented before, but not at this rate. I do not think they know what they're coming for them, but I definitely think that this is going to be one for the Book of Legends.
This is one of the most challenging routes I've ever seen. Especially the time trial will be incredible. It's really a challenge for the riders, for the amateurs and the pros. The stuff you experience is like lifetime memories, and you want to share with like-minded people, and it's just awesome.
Looking at next year's route, the biggest yaw for me was that in the last 3 days, we are literally climbing 8,100 meters. And that is more than 50% of the entire race for next year. So we do have our work cut out for us.
Unfortunately, as you know, all good things do come to an end, and that has not felt more true than this moment right now as we're coming to the close of a spectacular event tonight. But yes, the celebrations will continue as we anticipate the moment leading up to the ABSA Cape Epic 2025. And don't worry, Expresso fam, I've got all the details for you leading up to what is going to be an unforgettable race. I'll see you there.
Oh man, one thing I love about sports in this country is that it unites us in such a beautiful way. And this is where we get to hear more and more stories, not just about sports, but also just about the human experience. And don't forget that the ABSA Cape Epic is actually going to be taking place in 2025 from the 16th to the 23rd of March. It's going to be big. It's going to be amazing. I know that got you excited in terms of what Carissa got to see and what she showed us. And I am challenging you, my friend, to go and get involved, okay? Go and do the things that need to be done. And for more information, you can check out epic-series.com. That's epic-series.com. I can't wait for it, but for right now, I know that ABSA is continuing to do amazing things in terms of making sure that we are not just financially literate, but we know more about our own finances, my friend. And this is why I Grew It is something that I'm a huge fan of. Cape Town family, I know that there's a lot going on. What's it all about, really?
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.